All right, let's do crap on celebrities. All right, time to find out what's going on in the world of music and entertainment with your crap on celebrities.
We start with this. Billy Corgan, friend of the show, will mark the 30th anniversary of the Smashing Pumpkins' Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness with a 5-night run at the Lyric Opera of Chicago. This is actually really cool. So it's billed as a night of melancholy and infinite sadness featuring Billy Corgan and a group of guests backed by the Lyric Opera of Chicago and the chorus performing orchestral and operatic versions of 28 songs on the double album.
Oh, cool. So...
Here he goes. Here he goes.
Here we go. This is neat.
Let's go, Riz.
Versions of the song that I'm not worried about, that I don't know about.
Dude, Tonight with an orchestra is going to be kick-ass.
It's fine.
So
I'd go see that.
Billy says opera and rock both tell stories of heightened emotions, and I'm excited for both fans of my music and traditional opera fans to hear this inspired work. So if you want tickets, November 22nd through the 29th, respectively. A cookbook commemorating the late Pantera drummer Vinnie Paul's appetite for cooking and hosting his legendary Sunday Funday dinners is out now. This has been in the works for a long time. It's called Drumming Up an Appetite with Vinnie Paul, and it features some of his favorite recipes, all written out by hand by the drummer before his 2018 passing. He envisioned this cookbook 2 years before he died, saying it's got a picture of me sitting behind the drum set. I'm holding 2 big old turkey legs.
Yeah, I saw the cover. It's pretty cool.
Those are otherwise known as drumsticks, and it's got a really bunch of cool recipes in it that I came up with on my own, a lot of which his mother taught him how to cook. And he says, or he did say, I think a lot of people think cooking is throwing something in the microwave. It's really not. There's a passion to it. So you can grab your book at z2comics.com for $30.
His was a heart disease thing? Did he have like a underlying heart condition that nobody knew about? Is that how he passed?
I don't remember, actually.
I think so. Man, that was a sad one.
It was sad because, I mean...
Dilated cardiomyopathy.
There we go.
Dilated cardiomyopathy.
An enlarged heart.
Yeah.
Bummer.
Severe coronary artery disease.
Seemed like a sweet man, too.
So unhealthy.
Yeah.
So not the healthiest of lifestyles.
So the cookbook is going to be filled of things that could have quite possibly killed Vinnie Paul.
Yeah, probably no health, nothing healthy in there.
Yeah.
He's only 54.
Yeah, that
I wouldn't from Vinnie Paul. I don't want a recipe for a tofu casserole.
No, you're not going to get that.
Good.
There's going to be a lot of rib recipes up in this.
Good.
John 5 is sharing his obsession with the band Kiss by opening up his personal collection of memorabilia. Here is some John 5 announcing what this museum in Los Angeles that he's opening in May will be like.
Okay, John 5's Kiss Museum.
Yeah.
Did you see pictures of this?
Night in Satan's Service. Yeah, I did. It's pretty sweet.
Hey, this is John 5, and I want to invite you to the Knights in Satan's Service Kiss Museum. Everything from 1973 to 1983. This will take place in Los Angeles. Very limited tickets available. Only 6 people per day. For the reason I'm going to be hanging out with you, answering questions, sharing stories, and also at the end, I'm going to test your pinball skills. We will play each other in pinball.
That's sweet.
Exciting.
So he will be walking you through the guided tour of his collection.
How much that run you?
Ooh, what do you guess?
Ooh.
6 people a day, very limited tickets to go see the Night in Satan's Services.
So this is John 5's collection of Kiss stuff.
Yes.
And you get to hang out with John 5. For how long? They don't say.
They don't say.
And then you get to play pinball.
You get to play pinball with him. But you get to hang with him for, let's say, you get like 30 minutes in there.
30 minutes?
An hour?
An hour.
Show me
$500.
$2,500.
All right, Rafe, what do you think?
10.
$10,000?
$10K? I'm saying $500.
Well, remember, we just had Simmons was charging a silly amount for less
Simmons
than
charging
that.
$12,000 to be his roadie for the day.
Right. That's a whole day, though.
Yeah, that's a whole
I'm going
day
to
on
go,
Simmons.
I'll say $800.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Oh, God.
somebody in this room is exactly spot on.
Scott, again?
Congratulations, Scott Daniel Rizzuto. $500. Yeah.
What was it?
$500.
Oh, nice.
$500.
Not bad. That's actually pretty good.
That's kind of cool.
You can go to john5store.com for details.
I mean, if you're a big John 5 fan and you're a big
Kiss fan.
Yeah,
that's sweet.
Look up. And John 5 used to be Marilyn Manson's guitarist.
Oh,
There's
I know.
a famous video of him fighting with Marilyn Manson on stage.
Oh, I've never seen that.
Oh, yeah.
I look forward to that after the show.
Yeah.
Glenn Danzig says fans shouldn't count on entire albums from Misfits or Danzig. Here is Glenn talking about what the future holds.
Maybe a song, not an album.
How about a new Danzig album? Is that
in the works?
No, look, people now just want to download your stuff for free, and they don't understand that it costs money to go in the studio and record a record. So it's not really a great business model to go and record a record and then not be able to recoup your money that you spent making the record. So with the Danzig, it might be like the Misfits. Maybe I'll record a song or two and just release it, and it won't cost that much.
The last thing Danzig did was his Elvis covers, which was really good.
He's got a great voice. So I guess in the Misfits now, I don't.
It's essentially Jerry only, I think.
The Misfits are one of those bands where everybody's got the shirts, but nobody knows the song.
Didn't you know not the Glenn Danzig, the next singer, like the Dig Up Her Bones era of Misfits?
Michael Graves?
Yeah, Michael Graves. Didn't you have a history
My
with him?
brother did.
Oh.
I think there's a guy in the Misfits now that has no idea how to play guitar. That he just stands up there and pretends to play.
Sweet.
Really?
That's a great
Fake it till you make it.
He's like a big, huge jack. He just has the look of a guy who should be in the Misfits. And he doesn't really play guitar. And I forget the guy's name. I watched a whole video on it.
Doyle? Wolfgang
Yes,
von
that's it.
Frankenstein.
He's so beefy.
He's so beefy, and he does not. He cannot play.
I don't know about that.
A note.
What are you basing that on? Have you ever seen them live?
No one has.
I have not.
Okay.
I have not.
Okay.
But I think
No one's ever seen him
I think
live.
this is a known thing
Yeah.
in the Misfits world that this guy was hired strictly on the way he looks, and a menacing guy on stage. Maybe he's got the stage presence, doesn't have the chops.
Well, the Misfits got back together at Riot Fest a couple of years ago, and that was really cool because Glenn got back together with whoever is still a part of the Misfits, and they did classic Misfits stuff. I've only seen the Misfits a couple of times, and the Michael Graves era was one of them. And I've seen Danzig, but I don't think I've seen Glenn Danzig fronting Misfits, which sucks because I really enjoy the Misfits. My cousin got me into
I
them.
don't know much about. Honestly, I would never pretend to know anything about them except for the guy doesn't play guitar.
It's Halloween punk metal. It's great. I mean, it's really good music. Like if you are a fan, and I think you would be a fan. I feel like you are in that.
Is Die Die My Darling? That's a Misfits
Die Die
song?
My Darling.
Okay.
Yes, those
Did
Metallica
they have any more
covered.
Mama songs?
No Mama song. Oh, actually,
Just solo Danzig.
I know. I just hopes he kept writing more Mama songs.
yeah. There's some other material that's pretty rancid in some of the Misfits
Oh
language.
yeah, dude. There's some real upset your mom songs.
Yeah.
There's those kind of songs.
Not songs that you want to play for the brunch. I know you're
I wouldn't
allergic
play
to
it for
that.
your brunch. No.
With Aerosmith canceling their Peace Out Farewell tour this year due to Steven Tyler fracturing his larynx, Joe Perry had a backup plan. He was going to tour with the Hollywood Vampires, the supergroup that he has with Alice Cooper, Duff McKagan, and Johnny Depp. But Alice says that fell through. Here's Alice Cooper talking about the Hollywood Vampires.
Okay. Alice Cooper.
We were going to do this summer, but Johnny got 2 movies that he was obligated to do, so that tour got postponed.
Now, it's not all Johnny Depp's fault. Cooper also added that he's touring this year. In fact, he's coming to the Factory later in the summer. And so Duff is also on tour with Guns N' Roses. They're going to be in Europe, so it's not really Johnny Depp's fault. But that would have been really cool to see a Hollywood Vampires tour come through St. Louis or something.
Are they planning on ever doing a big tour?
It sounds like they are, yeah. Like, this was supposed to be it. Like, Joe Perry had the idea, like, hey, why don't we all go out? But everybody had
And what do they
different things.
play? They don't really have any originals, do they? They just do.
I think they just do covers.
They just do covers of their own songs and other things.
I think so.
Huh,
I'd love to see
pretty
it. The wife of this is a crazy story. The wife of Ghost Adventures star Aaron Goodwin got busted in a murder for hire plot, and cops say she tried to pay a hitman to kill her husband. So her name's Victoria. She was arrested last week, booked on 2 charges: solicitation of committing murder and conspiracy to commit murder. Police say she crafted a plan to kill her husband while he was filming his show. And according to the arrest report, cops claim Victoria was messaging an inmate in a Florida prison about getting out of her marriage. She says, "Am I a bad person because I chose to end his existence and not divorce?"
Damn.
Said one message. Police also say Victoria provided information about her husband's location and filming times. Also set aside about $12,000 to pay the alleged hitman. And when her plan was uncovered, correctional officers confiscated this inmate's phone, where police found messages between the prisoner and the hitman that read, "He's asleep right now in the hotel room. I need to know what's going on. Can I get an update? Was it done?"
So she was going to have him murdered while they were filming, like
Yes.
during one of their filming outing.
She contacted an inmate who was in
Whoa,
prison
damn.
to find one of his buddies to be the hitman, and then everything got outed. And this happened back in October. Her husband, Aaron, is still alive, obviously. When questioned by police, Victoria admitted that she and Aaron were having marital problems and insisted she never wanted to kill him. She alleged that she was merely fantasizing about not having a husband and did not remember sending the messages. Okay.
What?
Yeah, no doubt.
Well, that's not mine.
To answer her question, yes, you are a bad person
You are a terrible
for
person.
wanting to end his life and not end the marriage.
What?
Yes. Another film adaptation of Stephen King's Cujo is in the works. Netflix is creating the Stephen King 1981 thriller novel, and Roy Lee is going to serve as producer per Deadline. This movie first came out in 1983. I never watched Cujo.
They should make it a Bichon this time.
Didn't that have
Yeah, instead of a St. Bernard or whatever it is.
Didn't that have God? What's the guy's name? I want to say Brian Boitano, but it's the guy, the kid from Who's the Boss? The only other Jonathan. The only other thing I've ever seen in
Blonde?
Danny Pintaro?
Danny Pintaro, wasn't he in Cujo? Let's look.
The
that up.
original?
Look that up.
Let's see.
So I didn't
Was
realize
Cujo a German
1981.
Shepherd?
he was a St. Bernard.
St. Bernard.
So Cujo was put out in 1983. Tells the story of a mother desperate to protect her son from a formerly friendly 200-pound St. Bernard that is bitten by a rabid bat and turns into a ferocious, calculating hound that leaves a trail of bodies.
Scared
Oh,
me to
dude.
death, especially when he's in the car.
Well, that's the whole thing. They're in the car won't start, so they have to make a choice of battling the hound or risking heat stroke in a hot car.
Yeah.
Oh, what are you gonna do?
It was scary.
Yeah, and it's this gal.
It was Danny Pintaro.
What's this gal in?
Dee
Is it the-
Wallace, Lost Boys mom, right? No,
Or is
different
it
person.
E.T.? Is she, no, not
Different
E.T.
mom.
She looks like the ET mom.
What's her name? Go down. Let's see the cast.
Her name is
Dee Wallace.
Dee
Okay.
Wallace.
Dee Wallace
Donna.
was in
Danny Pintaro.
Jonathan from
Very good.
who was selling Tupperware, I believe, for a while. Danny Pintaro.
Wonder if
Same
they'll have a
dog
cameo.
from Beethoven.
Oh.
No way.
Dee Wallace.
I made
what
that
was
up.
she?
Oh. I was gonna say,
I was
that
like,
was-
that's an old
Great
dog.
Ruin
dog.
everyone's day.
Known. Oh yeah, she's mom in E.T.
I felt. All right, man, just pulled that
Very
one out.
good. If you're a fan of Stan Lee, the final years of his life were documented by his assistant, and now they will be turned into a documentary called Stan Lee: The Final Years. So be on the lookout for that
Yeah,
soon.
I believe that Stanley's final years were not very happy and joyous, and I believe there were people in his life taking advantage of him.
Bummer. You think the assistant is on the pro or con side of this? You think they're going to shed some good light on that controversy if people are taking
I
advantage
think it was
of him?
family members, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a whole thing. Hopefully the assistant is
Good-natured.
good-natured. I don't know. Stan Lee,
Don't ruin this for us.
yeah, seemed like a very nice old man.
If you want something really exciting and cute to watch, Bryce Dallas Howard made a documentary about people and their pets for Disney Plus, and it looks really cute. So it's called Pets. It's going to premiere on April 11th on National Pet Day. She interviews little kids and pets with disabilities and old people with their pets, and just highlighting the uniquely vital connections that people share with their dogs, cats, pigs, goats, and even birds of prey. So be on the lookout for Pets, April 11th.
Stanley update.
Go.
It looks like the doc is about that.
Oh, about all.
It's about-
Oh, good.
It says it's Stanley doc alleges exploitation in final years of life. So it looks like someone's shedding light on people advisors taking advantage of his finances and using them to enrich themselves. So
We'll get angry about that.
Yes.
And finally, luxury Lego sets. You ever look at the Lego sets like when you go to a Target or the Lego store?
Okay, so my wife's cousin, Tim, who we used to call Timmy, but he's like, don't call me Timmy anymore. I'm 30 years old.
as he's playing with Legos,
He worked at the
Legoland.
Lego store.
No
in-
way. Discount?
Oh, yeah. So that's why the boys got like the Death Star.
Yeah, I know. It's like a $4,000
Yeah,
item.
like he got employee discounts on all that stuff.
Wow. Okay. I just thought you were just made of money back then.
No. Thank you,
remember.
Timmy. Thank you, Timmy.
Don't call me.
I manage a Legoland.
So the rundown of the most valuable Lego sets believed to be out there. I'm just going to give you them because there's 5.
Because we'd go into the Lego store, even the one that was, is there one?
There's one at West County
West
Mall.
County.
Mall?
It's a
You
look, don't
walk in
touch.
there and you go, damn, dude, these things are crazy
They're cool.
expensive.
They're cool.
They really are cool.
The
but,
plant ones are really
but
neat.
it's not affordable. It's
The Death Star one the instruction booklet came like spiral bound. Like, it was so big, and it took months to do it. Like, months.
So here we go. Top 5 most valuable Lego sets. At number 5, the Lego Pirate Skulls Eye Schooner. It's number 6286. This first appeared in 1989. It was one of the first sets released after the original Legoland series in the 1970s. This thing retails for $7,500. So that's number 5. Old Kirk's House. Only 32 of these were produced and given to diehard fans who toured the brick factory in the former home of the Lego founder, whose name is Kirk Christensen. That retails for $8,000.
So it's called Old Kirk House?
Yes.
Old Kirk's House?
And it's based on the founder of Lego.
Oh, nice.
Number 3, Lego Star Wars Cloud City. This is number 10123. Lego Star Wars has been one of their most successful brands to date, and this set holds the highest price tag of the Star Wars ones, $9,750.
Dude, they got some really cool Star Wars ones. They got the big ship, the Star Destroyer ship.
Oh, really? Oh, that would be a cool
Yeah,
one.
man, that's a cool one.
Moon, can you look this up on the screen for me? Look up Lego Castle number 375.
Lego Castle 375.
This is number 2 on the list. This banana yellow castle was one of the first kits produced in the early 1970s. Remains a fond memory for all of us older Lego fans.
Oh, yes, the old classic.
This thing is $9,900.
Oh, my gosh.
Is it because it's just out of
Out of the 70s. It was like one of the original ones.
Right.
And look up this one, Moon, please. Space Command Center number 493. This is the most iconic kit in Lego. This moon base was the entry point for so many people. Even new fans may recognize it because it was in the actual Lego movie. This thing is $10,100.
Well, it's like the most rudimentary one. So it's just a historical.
It's just historic. Yeah, like collector's stuff. But I find that interesting. I had
But
no
you got to
idea.
have it, like, unwrapped? I mean, not like
Right,
unopened?
Preserved.
It's got to be put together, right?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it would have to be preserved or because Legos last, It's not like a doll. I feel like if you put it together once, it's not going to wear and tear as much as other toys. So
Yeah,
If
they'll
you
be
got
around
this.
long after we're gone. Whatever species replaces us will step on a Lego.
Yeah.
And hurt their hoof.
There's a 7,500 piece Millennium Falcon, and it's $850. Like, I mean, it's just for sale.
Yeah.
I was just looking up like the most expensive ones or the coolest ones or whatever, and like it goes from that to a crawler crane for $700 to the Titanic for $680.
Oh, yeah, they're expensive, man.
I love the succulent ones. Like I'll walk through Target and I'll see the plant ones. I'm like, oh man, am I a Lego
Get
person?
one. Why don't you get one?
I don't know.
It's
I might
good.
get
It's like
one.
putting
I
a
love
puzzle
succulent
together.
Legos.
It's like putting a puzzle together.
I
What's the
know.
difference between doing a
Jigsaw
Wordle.
puzzle.
a jigsaw puzzle than putting together Legos?
That's you know what? Thank you. Yes, I will go buy myself one
Do it.
later today. And
Nice.
that is your crap on
Money
celebrities.
bags. Celebrity celebrating a birthday today. Melina Weissman, a Netflix star in a series of unfortunate events, is 22. Jamie Alexander, that's Jane Doe on Blind Spot. Also, Sif in the Thor movies. She's 41. Aaron Eckhart is 57. St. Louis's own Daryl Strawberry.
Oh.
He lives in St. Charles.
Oh, yeah, St. Charles,
probably.
yeah.
He's 63. Courtney B. Vance, that's Johnny Cochran on The People versus O.J. Simpson. He is 65. Marlon Jackson is 68. Marlon. Steve Harris, Iron Maiden's bass player, is 69. Ron Jeremy is 72. James Taylor is 77. Only first names, I guess, for a while there. Mitt Romney is 78. Liza Minnelli is 79. And Frank Welker. That's Fred Jones from the Scooby-Doo cartoons, is 79 years old today.
All right, today's porno birthday, which is being brought to you by Patricia's Where Fun and Fantasy Meet is. Well, I mean, it's Ron Jeremy's birthday, but I didn't choose him. Today we celebrate the birth of Fallon, Fallon, Fallon. And today's birthday girl has been in 242 fine films, including Backdoor to Hollywood 3, Bone Alone, Caught from Behind 8, Debbie Does Them All 2, not Pump Up the Volume, but Hump Up the Volume. She was in The Misadventures of the Bang Gang,
Hump it up, hump it up.
Primetime Slime and Primetime Slime 2,
Ew.
Hump up the jams. Hump
and a
it
movie
up.
called Unzipped. She was in Womb Raider, and Who Could Forget Her Role? In 1985's Let Me Tell You About Black Chicks. Fallon is 58 years old. That's your porno birthday. Those are your crappy birthdays, and that was your crap on celebrities.